Hey, soul seekers. Johanna Burkhardt here, the Soul Shaman, back to talk about claircognizance, also known as clear knowing. This one is often overlooked, and one of the other ones besides clairsentience that is most misunderstood. So today I'm going to go over some tips to help you with your claircognizance, and then some telltale signs that you already are claircognizant and are opening up to this. As always, please like, share, and subscribe, and comment below how you're liking this video, this series, and if you believe that you are claircognizant, and any questions that you may have that I may answer in a future video. So let's dive into the signs, okay? So some clear signs that you are claircognizant is one, you're more of an analytical kind of thinker, right? You are someone that likes to, ponder things. You like to be alone and quiet and kind of dealing with your thoughts, and you're a deep thinker is what I like to say. If you're one of those people, there's a good chance that you are claircognizant. A lot of times you will see claircognizance in authors, in songwriters, people who write movies or scripts or plays. They really enjoy that time alone, writing and just allowing information to flow through them. If those are things that you really enjoy doing, then there's a good chance that you're claircognizant. Another one is and this is a funny one for me because I can't stand when people interrupt me, but I tend to do the same thing because I'm also claircognizant. When you're claircognizant, it's because the reason why you interrupt is because you have information coming through, and guess what? The minute that information comes through, if you don't pass it along, a lot of times it's like poof, poof, it's gone. And you're like, even after you say it. So oftentimes people will ask me, do you remember when we had that talk and you said this and this? And I'm like, no, I don't remember. You want to know why? Because it came through and then it disappeared. That is my claircognizance at its work, at its finest. So another sign, if you can't remember something that you told somebody 5 minutes ago or an hour ago or last week, there's a good chance that you are claircognizant. Another sign is if somebody asks a question, right? So you're just like sitting around with friends or at the dinner table and someone asks a question and like out of nowhere, poof, it appears in your brain and you just know the answer. And then someone's like, how did you know that? You're like, I don't know. That's claircognizance. Why? Because it's like a light bulb. It just goes off. We ask the question and it appears and it just know. It's imprinted. It comes in and there it is. And we let it there and then we don't know. I often tell people who live by their clairs, that live in those higher intuitive senses, we really don't know anything. We are just open receivers. We are receiving the information, whether it being imprinted through our clairsentience, through our body, through audibly, through our sight, seeing, or just knowing the answer, just knowing that this is what it is. And I can't tell you how I know. I just know. Another sign of Another sign that you are claircognizant is when ideas come in the middle of the night, or really at any time. But a lot of times it's when we are in those states of utter relaxation, where we're laying in bed or, in the morning or just relaxing. And all of a sudden we just start receiving these ideas. And then we can't sleep because the idea everything behind that idea is coming through. Interestingly enough, this is not something I would often say spirit is repetitive, right? Spirit is never going to be loud and obnoxious and annoying. However, if you receive an idea, I want to share this tip with you. If the idea remains the same, right, it can expand, but the core of the idea remains the same, and it becomes repetitive, like this urge to do this thing that you keep thinking about and it keeps coming through. This is a definite sign of claircognizance. It's also a sign that you have been given an opportunity to develop something and share it with the world. And so when it becomes repetitive and like this urge you feel to share something, to share a message, to create a transmission, a meditation, to create a piece of art, whatever it may be, to create something, right? If you have this this urge, I can't talk. When you receive this urge that doesn't go away, it keeps you up at night, it's always there, that is definitely something that is claircognizant, and it's something that you should take action on. Because, little tidbit for you, if you don't take action on it, they will give it to somebody else who will. So when we have these ideas that show up, they feel good to us, they feel aligned, then I suggest you take action and do it, because somebody else will if you don't. So how do we develop our claircognizance, right? So for the business owners, this is great for writing copy. People who want to write a book, people who want to write plays and scripts, any of these things, to write songs, right? Or just tap into spirit and connecting with their higher self or with their guides. So the number one tip, and the only tip I'm going to give you today, is auto writing. Auto writing is one of the very best ways to develop claircognizance. And it's simply by setting the intention to connect via auto writing, to write the question and allow the answer to come through, and to allow yourself to write. In the beginning, it's usually best if you just begin writing. So writing about your day, writing about whatever, and allowing the natural flow to begin to come through, okay? So when you are stepping into this, you may set the intention for, I want to answer this question, I want to connect with my higher self, and then just start writing about your day, about what's coming up for you, how you're feeling. Just kind of allow the ego to get out of the way, and notice how your natural flow will change. Oftentimes I hear people say that the handwriting changed, or the way that they wrote, like the words that they used were different. Oftentimes people will say the handwriting was different, and sometimes it's not, but the information that you were seeking suddenly showed up and it came through the writing. So this is a definite practice that you must do every day or on a regular basis to develop your claircognizance. And again, knowing who you are on a soul level, on an energy level, knowing how you interpret energy and what's yours and what's not, is going to be the basis of everything that I do and teach. And so if you are struggling with that, you can learn about Reset and Reclaim below in the description to really help you anchor into your own energy and really develop these beautiful tools that help us become more aware of our higher level senses on an individual level based on who you are. Okay, this is not a cookie cutter experience. So let me know how this practice works for you. And don't forget to head over to johannaburkhardt.com. You can check out the freebie center, lots of goodies from transmissions to manifesting rituals, all kinds of good stuff that you can learn more about there. And don't forget to check out our events page. And I will see you in the next video. Namaste.